In November of 2022, Sam Altman's OpenAI unveiled ChatGPT to the world, bringing generative artificial intelligence and natural language processing to the mainstream. Over a year later, AI still remains a hot topic, thanks in part to Altman's firing and subsequent rehiring by the board of OpenAI. The shocking news of Altman's departure sparked rumors of a powerful artificial intelligence breakthrough, which OpenAI researchers reportedly warned the board about. Some believe that the discovery is related to artificial general intelligence, or AGI, autonomous systems that are better at humans in most economically valuable tasks. With such powerful technology, many have also raised the potential dangers posed by AGIs. One concern posed by many is that this highly intelligent technology lies in the hands of large, centralized organizations, such as OpenAI and its largest stakeholder, Microsoft, and other technology companies developing AI, such as Google's Bard and xAI by Elon Musk. This has led to the surge in decentralized AI projects, with many believing that blockchain and cryptocurrencies could play a crucial role in the development of artificial intelligence. For instance, Arthur Hayes argued that AGI agents will choose Bitcoin as the currency to transact in. One such project leading the sector in decentralized AI is Bittensor, a decentralized machine learning focused protocol. So what is Bittensor, or the ticker symbol TAO? So Bittensor is developed by the nonprofit organization OpenTensor. Originally designed as a Polkadot parachain named Finny, the protocol decided to launch its own chain in March of 2023 to reduce its reliance on the Polkadot ecosystem. The current chain, aptly named Nakamoto, is modeled after the Bitcoin network. Bittensor seeks to decentralize both access to machine learning models as well as training of machine learning models in a censorship-resistant manner. At the moment, training machine learning models require an immense amount of resources which only corporations such as Google and OpenAI are able to afford. Bittensor aims to be the marketplace for machine intelligence, where intelligence that is contributed to the network by honest contributors is valued and rewarded by a peer-to-peer network in its native token, TAO or TAO. Moreover, centralized machine learning models are often trained in silo, preventing machine learning models from learning from similar models trained by other corporations. One of the core values in the crypto space is composability, and decentralized AI is no different. Bittensor aims to leverage the compounded and composable nature of open development of AI to further push the space forward, as models do not need to relearn what other models have already learned. How does Bittensor work? So Bittensor consists of three core components: a subnet, a blockchain, and the Bittensor API. According to their official docs, Bittensor is simply a protocol for decentralized subnets. Subnets are an incentive-based competition mechanism for a specific task. So for example, the text prompting subnets incentivizes the best completion of text prompts. Users can create a custom subnet for their own competition or join an existing competition mechanism. The Bittensor blockchain, or subtensor, supports these subnets and ensures that the ecosystem is decentralized, permissionless, and collusion resistant. Meanwhile, the Bittensor API connects the subnet and the blockchain, ensuring rewards distribution to miners and validators on the subnets. How does subnets work? Subnetworks are Bittensor's solution to decentralizing the training of machine learning models. Each subnet is a self-contained economic market to train and also cultivate different forms of machine intelligence, such as text translation, image generation, text generation, data scraping, and more. Subnetworks are governed by their owners and will consist of three types of users: miners, validators, and users. So miners, sometimes referred to as servers, are off-chain machine learning nodes which enable the function of the network. They're responsible for the servicing of requests to each subnetwork from its users and providing a relevant response based on their model. These responses are evaluated by the subnetwork's validators, which will assign them a rank, resulting in a reward paid out in Bittensor's native token, TAO. A miner that repeatedly provides inaccurate or subpar responses will be increasingly disincentivized due to lowered rewards and will drop out of the subnetwork, ensuring the quality of the subnetwork. Validators check and also evaluate the work done and submitted by miners in the subnetwork. Subnetwork owners can provide a template for validation, but validators can also express their own preferences through their own validation on what the the subnetwork should be learning. This increases diversity in learning and also reduces risks of centralization in the network where the model is forced in a specific direction. Finally, users of the subnetwork provide the requests to the subnetwork as the end users, which are fulfilled by the respective miners. Users can use these subnetworks via the Bit API, which can be accessed via most common programming languages such as Python, Node.js, Golang, and Rust. The service is currently free to use to encourage development of the platform, although limits have been put in place to prevent abuse of the API. Requests can be made to increase the limit, however subject to further questions and approval from the Bit API team. Projects building on Bittensor. So despite being a young protocol, several projects have been built atop of the Bittensor network, relying on the services of specific subnetworks, with most targeting text or image generation. A popular type of projects are the ChatGPT style bots, such as ChatNI, ChatWithHall, and ChatTensor, which all function as chat-powered assistants where users can input a question or a request and receive a reply from a bot. Another popular project building on Bittensor is ReplyTensor, which utilizes images and text generation subnetworks to generate automated replies on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. ReplyTensor is developed by Neural Internet, which is an AI research decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, and one of the main builders on Bittensor's resources, the TAO token and its tokenomics. So much like the Bitcoin network from which Bittensor was modeled after, the TAO token's design closely follows that of Bitcoin with a total supply of 21 million tokens, aiming for the fairest launch possible. Bittensor did not have any pre-sales or private investors, with even the founders and founding team having to mine their own tokens. Likewise, TAO follows Bitcoin's halvening model as well, where emissions are cut in half every 10.5 million blocks. The first halvening is expected in September of 2025, with 64 halvening events in total. Aside from the native TAO token, the TAO token also exists as an ERC20 version on the Ethereum mainnet as wrapped TAO, or WTAO. WTAO can be bridged back to the Bittensor network via the TAO bridge. Do note, however, that TAO bridge is a community-run project and is not officially run by the Bittensor team. So now let's talk about the future outlook for Bittensor. So the current state of machine learning training is held back by its siloed approach and lack of composability. As the Bittensor network continues to grow and develop, the network seeks to one day be the center of all things machine intelligence, with users, startups, and even mega corporations tapping into the network for machine intelligence capabilities, with all services paid for in TAO tokens. Let us know your thoughts about Bittensor and also TAO in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, give it a like and also subscribe for more content coming soon.